Let's get this party started. I'm trying to get into the mood by drinking some wine. Anya, happy birthday. Oh, it kind of sounded like I said Nazdarovia, which everybody thinks that this is what Russian people say when they drink, but it's not. I said your health because I'm drinking for her, not anybody else. All right, let's get this started. I hope you had fun enjoying the trivia, and now I have the answers for you. Whether you have the blank or not, I'm going to tell you how many points you got, and I'm going to tell you the answers as well. So, the first category is worldly cuisine, and we had to put the name of the dish with the country that it's originally from. So let's get this started. Number 1, pão de queijo. Obviously, it's Brazil. Number 2, haggis. It's dish from Scotland. Points for everybody who said that. Number 3, tamales. This obviously is from Mexico. We have number 4, Guinness is official food and drink of Ireland. Good job. Now we have, it's so weird, I'm alone at home. Next we have Peking duck, which is obviously from China. Good job. And we have pho, is a soup from Vietnam. Upbeat music. Okay, let's go to round number 2. Round number 2 is very easy. You had to name the name of the picture and the artist. For each, you will get 1 point. So I'm going to tell you both, and you mark which one you said and which one you didn't. All right, let's start. Let me just see which one was first. Number 1 is Picasso, Pablo Picasso, with his famous work, Guernica. Good job, you art lovers. Number 2, is this thing running? Number 2 is Leonardo da Vinci, and the work is called The Vitruvian Man, whatever that is. Next one is Gustav Klimt with his famous work, The Kiss. I'm sure you all knew that. Number 4 is an Italian Florentine artist, Sandro Botticelli, with his work La Primavera, or the spring. And the last one, the Russian-speaking people will probably know that one, is the Black Square. I'm not describing the picture, it's literally the name. It's Black Square by Kazimir Malevich. Awesome. Write down your points and we'll count them at the end, okay? We're gonna continue with category number 3, which is cinema. All right, question number 1 was about Joker. So what did he say? He said, let's put a smile on that face. Good job if you guessed it. Number 2, we had a picture of a young man, and I'm sure it's hard to guess, but this is Charlie Chaplin without his signature stash. But if you guessed him, good job. Number 3, we had a picture of Arthur Miller sitting next to his wife, who is Marilyn Monroe. Good job. I wish I could show you the pictures. Is all like beautiful floating pictures here and there, but I don't have time to do this. Okay. Number 4, we had a picture of a wooden piece of wood, and I'm hoping that everybody guessed that this is a famous prop from the movie Titanic. It's the famous door that Rose was floating on. Moving on, number 5, last in the movie category, and that clock is from the movie Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day. I can't even pronounce it. Yeah, good job if you guessed it. Moving on. But let me take a second to toast my favorite sister, favorite and only. Your health, Anya. I love you. Let's everybody take a sip. I feel crazy. All right, moving on. I also feel like I'm an influencer making movies for Instagram. Moving on to food and drinks, which is arguably my favorite category, as you can say. All right, question number 1. The Reinheitsgebot is a series of regulation on production of what drink? And that drink is, of course, beer. Awesome. You can read more on that. I'll leave the description in the whatever link in the description. Number 2, what popular condiment would you use as a base for remoulade or tartar sauce? And it's obviously the way we call it, His Highness, the mayonnaise. If you spelled mayonnaise correctly, you get no extra points, but I respect you. It's really hard because I didn't when I wrote up the answers. All right, number 3. Mom, I'm counting on you on you on this one. Which popular candy was created in 1941 exclusively for U.S. Army members during World War II? It's a candy for Army members. And who knew, but it is M&M's. Nice. All right, question number 4. We have, which American pharmacist gave his name to the scale that measures the heat of the pepper? I'm sure everybody knew that. It's Scoville. Good job. And the last question is pretty tricky. I didn't know that before I created this trivia. Which food never rots, doesn't require preservatives to keep fresh? And that food is, of course, honey. It may crystallize, but it will still not go bad. All right, moving on. Great job so far. And the last category, arguably the hardest, maybe, I don't know, is literature. I hope you got some of it. So, okay, number 1, Call Me Ishmael. Should I be reading all these? They're pretty long. This is the shortest one. All right, book number 1 is Moby Dick by Herman Melville. I should mention that if you got the name of the book and the author, you get 1 point for each. Good job. Moving on, number 2. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. This is Anna Karenina, but by Leo Tolstoy. Everybody, yes, good job. And number 3. Somewhere in La Mancha, in a place whose name I do not care to remember, a gentleman not too long ago, one of those who has a lance and ancient shield of a shelf, so on. I lost it. This is obviously Don Quixote by Miguel Cervantes. Good job if you guessed it. There was a bit of a hint there. La Mancha, right? The region of Spain. Number 4, he was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish. Hopefully you guessed that one as well. This is Old Man in the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Very good. And the last one goes to number 5. At the hour of hot spring sunset, 2 citizens appeared at the Patriarch's Ponds. I hope you guessed that one as well. This is Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. It's a Russian author. This book is considered to be world classic. I hope you read it one day. You'll sure to like it. And that's all. Count your points and may the best team win. Happy birthday!